Hey, you guys, this is Scoot here. I've tried something a little different today, but this has kind of been bouncing around in my mind for 20, maybe 25 years when I was working with a guy who had a brilliant idea for the beginning of a movie and he did not know how to finish it. And at the time, he told me he had the idea for about 10 years and he just couldn't see where to go with it. So now he's finally starting to tell other people and telling them just take it and run with it if you have any ideas. So I'm going to give the idea to you. Now, for starters, we got to come up with a country that nobody has really ever been to, but that has their own language. And I don't know whether or not they have their own language. They probably don't. But for the sake of this story, we're going to say that Belarus is a country where people speak Belarusian. And we're going to say that the first character came from Belarus. In fact, he's really the only character of any significance in the way that this movie begins. So we watch the process of him traveling over, probably on ship from Belarus. He gets here, he lands in New York. He goes through the entire process of getting everything taken care of so that he can be a citizen. And he's doing this as this is happening and unfolding. We can see that he speaks no English, but he's being taken care of one way or another. And eventually, through all the legal channels, he gets processed. And now we see him getting help, getting assistance to get onto a bus. Since he doesn't speak any English, he gets on the correct Greyhound bus as he's now traveling across the country westward. And about 2 days into this travel is when the action really happens. Because all of a sudden, two guys hijack the bus in the middle of nowhere, out in the plains of the Midwest. And they hijack the bus, they jump on with all types of weapons, and they got grenades, and they got machine guns, and they've got everything. And these guys are absolutely a wicked, horrible threat, but they're speaking Belarusian. And somehow one of them, because we're seeing subtitles here, realizes that this main character, the guy sitting on the bus that was traveling westward, understands what they're saying. And one of them yells at him, hey, you get up right now and you fill this bag up with all everybody's belongings, or we're going to shoot you right now. And they yell at him in Belarusian, and we're getting it through the subtitles. So he has no choice, but he gets up and he follows behind the two of them as they painstakingly go up and down the aisles, taking everything from everybody and being extremely violent for doing this. And as it's happening, he's following behind them, listening as they're yelling at him. He's filling up the bags. And now as they get back towards the front of the bus and they're exiting the bus, he's right behind them when the two of them get off the bus and the SWAT team jumps out from nowhere, shoots the two guys dead. And now they've got this guy at gunpoint. And everybody on the bus assumes that he was the third of three of these Belarusians that attacked the bus. And now he is in the most dire of situations. But he has no way to defend himself. He can't even speak a word of English. And that's where Stanley's idea ran out. And now I'm not really big on prison movies or on courtroom movies. And I don't see a whole lot of directions that this movie can go in from there. But to me, those first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie would be so intense and you would have everybody on the edge of their seats. I'm just not completely sure where to go. So I'm Scoot Malaire. I like to tell a story, but I also like to just talk and put ideas in people's minds. And my suggestion is, if you have an idea with this, take it and run with it. If you've got an idea and you just want to share it, feel free to hit me up in the comment box or give other people ideas. Heck, maybe make a video and share it with me and I'll post it here too. I don't know. But nevertheless, when I've got different ideas or different things, I'm going to try to share these with you. I've got a few other of these starter stems, as I like to say, and a few other things that I'm in the process of writing that also along the way I'd like to share as well. Again, I'm not really sure where the next episode is going to go, but I know this for a fact. If you will simply subscribe, like, and share, there will be more Scoot Malaire.